You've done it all, baby. There's nothing left to prove.
All right, let's see it. All right, Connor and Gigi, I'm so stoked to talk about The Last Deal. Watched it a few days ago, actually, and I love a good action thriller with like loads of drama, and this was a fantastic movie, and I'm glad that you guys got to be a part of it because you guys did an excellent job as well.
Thank you. Thank
Well,
you so
thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
So my first question is, this is for both of you. How did you guys get involved with the project?
Take it, Gigi.
Well, I actually, Connor, I think you and I have a similar story. I had auditioned online for a different part, and they liked what I did, but not for that part specifically. So they just kind of wrote me in, which is how I ended up where I ended up. Connor, I think I read somewhere that you had something similar.
Yeah, same exact story. Audition, got through the callbacks. Me and Jonathan would like talk, every now and then across email, talk about the script and stuff like that. And I guess when they came down to the, final casting, they decided to do something different. And yeah, they wanted us in it though.
Yeah, so they made it work.
Yeah.
It's in there.
That's awesome. So what was it like working with Jonathan on the set once you guys started shooting?
I loved working with Jonathan. He knows what he wants. He's really fast. He's really smart. He knew exactly what he wanted, and that's always nice because that's not always the case. And especially when you're working on an independent film, time is money, and you have to move fast. So I actually thought Jonathan did a really great job, especially considering we were shooting in the midst of COVID. So that makes everything more difficult.
Yeah, it was just nice to get out of the house and go film something.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can imagine. I mean, so many people were affected by this, and then once filming ramped up again, you guys go like, yeah, let's just go to work. Let's just do it.
Well, like, get us out of here.
Gigi, do you remember what we shot in like August, right? August of 2020?
Yeah, I remember it was hot out. Yeah.
So many people keep asking. I'm like, I wish I could remember the exact date, and I couldn't find any emails to say it, but I'm pretty sure it was mid-pandemic, right?
Yeah, mid-pandemic, like roaring. I can't believe we pulled it off.
I know. My roommate was like, "What do you mean you have a job? Where are you going, dude? Nobody's filming anything right now."
We are.
Right.
I thought okay. Don't mind that.
Looked like you were talking to that guy over your shoulder.
Yeah. No, Marcus. No.
That's awesome.
But so I find it interesting that the plot was very interesting, that how this marijuana is about to be legalized, and this guy's like, I gotta make one more like final deal before this whole legalization comes about. I find that like very intriguing because I never would imagine something doing it, like someone doing that, just making this deal, who's always lived his life. But I'm guessing it's because that's his that was always his MO. That's his lifestyle, that's how he got his money. But I just find it interesting that this guy Vincent decides to make one last deal before it becomes legalized. And it's like, what'd you guys think about the plot when you read the script? What'd you guys think about that? Because that was like very interesting.
Connor, you go.
Okay. Well, it's cool because you don't really see a lot of films about that. So, I'm sure marijuana becoming legal really affected a lot of business people like that. So it was cool to explore that world because I don't think you've seen that on the big screen before.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, I felt when I read the script, I felt like it was really original. I'm sure Connor as well, we read lots of scripts. So it's fun when you get something that's a little bit different. So that's why I was super down to be a part of it, even if it meant writing me in. I was like, okay. But I think one thing that's exciting is or at least what I kind of took from it is like, it's not fun when it's legal. Like, you want to do it when someone says you can't do it. So I was like,
I know it does make it more fun.
Yeah, because the smart thing to do, I mean, you could be like, oh, well, it's about to be legalized. Like, we'll have to change up. But he's like, no, I need one more like bang. I guess it's the thrill of it. He's a thrill junkie.
Yeah, it's like his one last move before so-called retirement, if you will. It was like, I gotta retire from this because it's gonna be legalized. So how am I gonna live now?
Yeah.
Jonathan brings this whole like kind of 80s action movie packed thing to the movie too, which I love. I adore it.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah, he brought all that. I mean, just with all the performances and just the way the action was set. I mean, I think he did a tremendous job. I felt
soundtrack too. I love the soundtrack.
So did I. why.
Yeah,
So
I could listen to that. It's like a little risky business kind of feel to it.
Yeah, I felt like I was thrown back into the 80s, and granted, I was just a little kid back then, but still, that's exactly how I felt. But Anthony Molinari did an excellent job as Vincent. I mean, what'd you guys think of, what was it like working with him, and what'd you think of his performance?
it was really cool working with Anthony. That was one of the things when Jonathan reached out to me. It's like, I have this part, like, it's small, but I really want you a part of it. You're gonna be working with the lead. And I was like, oh, well, who's the lead? So when I found out it was Anthony, I was like, yeah, I'm in. And he killed it. He absolutely crushed it. So I'm excited I got to work with him. And Connor, I thought you were hysterical. I had so much fun working with you.
Oh, great. I know our scene was ridiculous.
It was great.
Anthony was cool. He's like effortlessly cool. And,
Yeah.
you just watch him, you're like, yeah, I want to be like that guy, And yeah, it was really cool that we got to do the scene. Jonathan said something similar to me too when I was getting casted. It was like you get to go back and forth with this guy. So it was cool to get on set and kind of watch this savvy actor who's been around the block do his thing.
Yeah, I felt like he was like the human eight, like back back in the 80s, our action heroes were more tough and invincible. I'm glad to see that, like, he was like the 80s action hero, but in a more human form. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if I that's what I'm liking nowadays with action films. Like the characters are more human rather than
Humanize him a little bit, right? They got some weaknesses.
yeah, exactly. And I think that's what makes the whole thing work altogether.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Anthony also has like a swag, like a swagger. It just like makes him extra cool.
It's that East Coast Boston swag he's got.
Yeah.
It's just unbeatable. He's just like automatically cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Exudes coolness.
I'm originally from New York, so I had I know.
There you go. Yeah, you got it too, man. You guys are just a bunch of tough asses over there.
I'm from New Jersey, but
Okay.
Oh, there you go. See, small world.
I'm from Texas, so I don't got any of that. I don't got the East Coast blood in me.
No, you're still cool. You
That's
can hang
cool.
with us.
One step down,
So, Connor, you mentioned that the film shot around maybe August 2020, in the middle of the pandemic. But how long did you guys shoot your scenes for? And did you guys face any complications during the shoot?
No, we were just one day. Our deals was just like a 1 day deal. And I think we were fairly towards the beginning, if not the first day that they shot. Like it was something like that. So yeah, it was pretty smooth sailing. Jonathan knew what he was doing. He, abided by all the COVID rules and made sure everybody was comfortable. But yeah, we got on set and we just kind of played, it's kind of that goofy scene. And Jonathan was like, yeah, do whatever you want. I got the script. I know what you're supposed to say. So if you got a joke or something funny in there you want to throw in there, get after it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. He pretty much just let us roll with it, which was fun. But I will say, yeah, the last deal, that was one of probably the smoothest sets that I was on during the pandemic.
Yeah, no complications at all that day. And I think for the most part they did pretty good with the rest of the shoot too.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I like a director who lets you guys do your thing. Once because there's some directors out there who will be like so iron fisted,
Yeah.
but it's cool that you guys got to just make the most of your scenes and just roll with it, and that's what really helped the film too, in my opinion.
Well, we owe that to Jonathan. Jonathan knows what he's doing. He knows how to, get everybody riled up, get ready to work.
That's awesome. So what's next for you guys after this? Because we know this is out now. So is there any upcoming projects that you guys want to talk about or can talk about that you want the fans to look out for next?
Get after Gigi.
Well, I am a little bit of a horror gal. I appreciate an action flick though, so this was cool. But I do have a horror anthology coming out soon called Nightmare at Precinct 84. And
I've heard about that one. Yes,
yeah,
I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, we're doing an advanced screening coming up. I think Devaney had been promoting it, so you may have seen it that way. But it includes a short film called Night Flirt that I self-financed and helped write and star in. So that was my little baby that I gave birth to. So that should be out hopefully semi soon. So that's what I would say. Look out for. Phone me.
You self-finance it? That's awesome.
Oh yeah, I busted my little booty.
This could be the first step to getting behind the camera as a
That's
director.
right. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I could direct. I'm a semi good producer, but I like to act. I
Don't doubt yourself.
I think that being, learning behind the camera just makes you more of an asset in front of the camera. So I appreciate doing it, but I'm definitely like an actress, like through and through. Like I like to know how to do other things so I can appreciate what everybody else is doing. Because if you've never been in that position, you don't really know, how hard they work. So it's interesting to be on the production side, and it really does change the way you are in front of the camera. You're just so much more aware of everybody. So it was a good experience, and I hope you guys keep an eye out.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna keep an eye out. I love horror, and that's one movie that was under my radar, and I'm like, I gotta see this one.
How do we see it?
Huh?
How can we watch it?
So it's not out yet.
Okay. Okay.
We are doing an advanced screening like next week, but a couple of months you should be able to see it.
Yeah, keep us posted. I want to check it out too.
Yeah, definitely. What about you, Connor? What's next for you?
Well, currently I am doing soap opera The Young and the Restless. So that's Monday through Friday, man. 11:30, tune in. We got the 50th year anniversary coming up, so that should, entail some pretty juicy storylines coming up. And then I got a Lifetime movie coming out in March called She Inherited Danger. I think it's like first week of March, so keep an eye out
Ooh.
as well.
That
Oh,
sounds like
wow.
a good title too.
Yeah, right. They always with those Lifetime movies, you always book it and they have like a certain title, and you're like, oh, okay. And
Yeah.
then they always change it. They always change it.
Yeah, they do. I did one. It was like Deadly Therapy, and they changed it to Killer Advice.
Yeah, they
I've
always
seen that. I've actually not only seen that, I interviewed Kate for that movie.
Oh, for Killer Advice?
Yes, I interviewed Kate Watson for that. That was actually my first ever Zoom interview that I've ever done. Was for that movie.
Yeah, she played my mom.
That's
Killer
right.
Advice. That's a good title.
Yeah,
I
right?
like it. Yeah, Killer Advice.
Wait,
Yeah.
what's yours called again?
She Inherited Danger.
The Inherited Danger. I like it.
It was
like it
originally
too.
called Help Wanted, and then I think they're going a little bit more on the nose with
The titles.
yeah.
This is
No, I
just
like it
The
though.
theme there. Yeah, it should be great. Yeah, that'll be March. I think it's like 3rd or 7th or something like that. So first week.
yeah, most likely my mom will be watching it because she has Lifetime on like 24/7 on her
Yeah.
radio.
Everyone, wait, Connor, does it ever happen to you where people are like, oh, that's so cool. My mom would be
Oh, I'm on a soap opera. It's like the name of the game. It's like, yeah,
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I do
My
watch
grandmother
soaps.
does.
I'm not gonna lie. I do watch soaps now and again, and
Yeah.
and so under this tough exterior, I do have a sensitive side. So
There you go, man. Appreciate you tuning in.
that's awesome. Well, The Last Deal is now out, and I hope everyone does get to see it. And yes, I will be looking forward to your next coming projects, guys, because I cannot wait to see what's next for you. But I want to thank you again so much for taking the time to talk about The Last Deal and your new stuff. And yeah, definitely gotta do this again. So
Yeah.
All right, yeah, thanks for having us on, man. It was nice meeting you.
Yeah,
All right,
thank
man.
you so much.
I hope everyone takes care and has a great day.
Yes, sir. You too.
All right.